Welcome to fuelforsuccess.com. My name is MD Ahmed, and today's episode we are going to talk about a quote by Jalaluddin Rumi. He was a Sufi saint. I think he is one of the most read Sufi saint and poet in the USA and the most recited in Afghanistan. So he once said, "Your task is not to seek for love. Your task, is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." Now, you see, if we decode this, firstly, the quote talks about task. A task is something you do, something that you actively participate in. All right? That is a task. For example, driving or washing the utensils. That's a task. So, task. Now, the task is not to seek, all right? Not to seek for love. Okay? But merely to seek and find all the barriers. Now, that's a task. That means to say you need to participate in an activity, in a process that helps you go within, inside yourself, to seek and find the barriers that are inside yourself. Okay? And these barriers are built against love. You finding love, because this quote also implies that love is already there. It is around you. It is everywhere. So there is no point seeking it. You don't seek something that's already there, right? You experience it. Now, what is stopping you from experiencing love is your own self. That is to say, you have built these barriers within yourself against love. Now, what can be what are these barriers? Now, these barriers are usually our belief systems and the values that we hold dearly. All right? Now, these belief systems and these values are usually given to us by others. They get programmed into us by the time we are 2 years old. I think 50% of it gets programmed by the time we are 5 years old. 80% of it gets programmed. So what you think about love, what you think about yourself, the values that you hold about yourself, the beliefs that you hold about yourself, what you think about yourself when it comes to experiencing love, what you think about love itself, what you think about others, right? These are the beliefs that get formed inside our head, and they behave like a map, all right? And they guide you, they help you maneuver in this world, all right? Now, if you have got barriers inside your head, unless you break those barriers, you wouldn't experience love that is already surrounding you. Like they say, the Eastern mysticism teaches us that, I think this teaching is from India, our country. It says, the fishes are not, the way the fishes are not aware of water, the way birds are not aware of the wind, right? The air, a man is not aware of himself. Most of us, now what does this mean in this context? Most of us are not aware of the barriers that are holding us from experiencing love. Now, how do we know if you've got barriers? And you see, whenever you don't feel loved, or when you don't feel love, know that there is a barrier that you're not aware of. Or maybe you're aware of, but then you're defending it, right? Maybe for your own ego or for some reason. And that is why you're not experiencing it, right? A state of being, that is what I'm talking about, love, where there is no suffering inside you, there is no debate inside you, there is this Bliss, it cannot be described in words. I might fall short of words to express, beingness. I wouldn't call it feeling and emotion and all that, because then we get into the dichotomies of emotions, because that is what Buddha said. Emotions, they always have this opposite side. Whoever experiences dukkha has to experience sukha, and whoever has experiences sukha has to experience dukkha in life, right? So these are the two ends. So I'm not talking about love and the opposite of love. The opposite of love is what? Hate? No. It's actually fear. Okay? So the opposite of love is fear. Fear is what that doesn't let us love fully. That's one of the barriers. All right? And then this is at the emotional level. Now, when we talk about love at the next level, where it does not have any opposite whatsoever, you are just immersed in it. In such a case, you will love. It's like, surrounding in love. To me, it is like loving my mother as much as I would love the beggar on the street. This type of love cannot be measured. All right? So that's a different thing. So you see, Rumi being a Sufi saint, I'm sure he is not talking about the loves that Khans and Kumars and Roshans have shown us on the silver screen. I'm sure he's not talking about that. It goes way beyond that. Even if it is a partner that we are talking about, it is about connecting at a very deeper level with your partner, where you know that you and your partner at the most minutest level are actually one. You are actually connected, right? So that is what usually Sufi saints talk about. Now you see, go inside, find those barriers that are stopping you. Just take out time, go for a long walk and think about what are these barriers that are stopping you from experiencing love. So don't seek love. Go within and seek those barriers that are stopping you from experiencing love, barriers that you have built against it, and break those barriers down, and you're already surrounded with boundless love. It'll just permeate you. It'll just get inside you, maybe awaken you, right? So be love, break the barriers, and love you. I'll see you in another episode. Hope you like this. See you soon.